is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And I don't have a peek.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers. The hope that was sent them last week resolves itself this time around.
Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
A first run now for Kyron Williams. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They have
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
Here's Horton.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game. So we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Walker with another carry.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Walker now on first and 10.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
This second and 4.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
You talk about this Rams defense.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
On for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 11. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 13 carries, 65 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
A nice little juke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
touchdown, Rams.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Second down.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for our Rams. First down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Worry on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On the jet sweep, here comes Puka. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 2nd and 13. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
21-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
2nd and 9 now.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
At the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
a 2-yard pickup. Makes it
They'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down to about the 23. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They begin the drive with Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 9.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Rams.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 18-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Back to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, nice move. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Another pass on the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive. But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Royal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw.
That is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's another Seahawks first down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play.
That one downfield for Dotson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our journey around the NFL starts now. 2 AFC North teams with no love lost. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. And this is a touchdown. The Riverhogs win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And this is Dylan Sampson. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Browns wind up taking this one.
Forecast calling more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 1. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Smith and Jigba with the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they got to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It's now third down.
He'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 172 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7 yards.
In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. He finds Smith and Jigba. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They're going to look to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
It's a gain of 5.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
73 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
That's good for a Rams 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
2nd and 9 now.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 10 yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw.
A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Over the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
He'll drop to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Now 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll set up to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
2nd and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
A loss of 6 yards. Another 3 and
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. L.A. readies for its next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw.
Connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass complete there to McCoy.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
11 more yards. That's another Rams first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. A 7-yard pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback is sacked.
Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.